Hi, today I want to show you how I apply my CCTM or Color Correcting Tinted Moisturizer. This is my go-to product for my all over face makeup for my base face. We do have a fantastic foundation as well that I also use when I want to look a little more glamorous, or I might have more to cover up, that kind of thing, want a little more coverage, but I actually apply them in the same manner. So whether you're a tinted moisturizer girl or a foundation girl, you can still use these tips, okay? So let me get my hairs out of the way. The first thing that I always do is apply our Silk Primer. Now this is our primer and pore minimizer. I just use about half a pump, so you just need a tiny bit, which means this bottle lasts me 4 or 5 months. And this is gonna fill in your pores and those fine lines you have up on my forehead. It's gonna immediately do that. And I like to brush it on in a downward motion to fill in those areas, and then kind of press it in as well. So it's gonna immediately fill those in. It actually has microscopic silicone, believe it or not, that's going to fill those in and just give you a really smooth palette to apply your foundation or tinted moisturizer. I also wear this on days that I don't wear foundation or tinted moisturizer because it just gives me a more flawless finished look. Then over time, this does also help to shrink your pores, so that's pretty exciting too, right? Okay, usually I'll put that on at the end of my skincare routine and then put my makeup on a little bit later, so letting it sit for 15 to 20 minutes is gonna give you the best results with that. But we're gonna go ahead and go straight into our tinted moisturizer today. So this morning I'm using Fair. This is our lightest color. As you can see, I'm not like the palest that I could be, pretty pale, but I can actually use 4 of our tinted moisturizer colors because of the color correction technology. So I'm gonna put 1 pump on the end of my brush. I'll tell you about my brush in a minute. And I'm gonna use that to just dab the tinted moisturizer around my face. And I like to do that because it kind of gets it where I want it to go without it being too much in one place or another. So I get a good amount under my eyes here. And then just make sure I've gotten all of that off. I don't wanna waste any product, right? Now I'm using a Sigma flat kabuki brush. This is F80. I really like Sigma brushes. They are kind of like the creme de la creme of makeup brushes, if you will. I certainly didn't start out using them. I actually also still use my Amazon brushes that are like 10 bucks for 8 of them or something. So you don't have to use the fancy brushes. This is just so soft that I really enjoy using it. So you're gonna see what I'm doing is I'm buffing it in. I'm just rubbing it in. And I like to use kind of swirly motions for that, getting the product on. Now, once it's on, I'm going to do the stippling motion. And this is gonna give me a really flawless finish. So once I get that product spread out on my face, I go ahead and go back with the stippling motion, and it just really gives it a nice flawless finish. Now, if you notice before I put this on, I did have some redness to my cheeks. It's because it's cool in our house. So that was actually from me being a little bit chilly. But that tinted moisturizer cancels out redness because of it's got some green concealer actually hidden in it. So your foundation won't do that as much, but the foundation gives you better coverage, and so it's still going to cover up the redness. So here's my tinted moisturizer. You see I do have a couple of these blemishes, but they really blended out pretty well. I am still gonna use concealer on those. I'm gonna do that in a different video. So if you're interested in our concealer, just hop on over to my concealer video. But for now, that's it. Very simple to apply, goes on very quickly and easily, and gives you this lovely flawless finish. So let me know if you have any questions. I'm here to help.